Hey, alright, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all glory and praise and fear to the Heavenly Father, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Also get the Barnes, Apostles, and the others, Great Millstone, who indeed rule well. This is your brother Come, my brother Great Millstone, I like the camp. And this is going to be a video about this fucking clown of a nigga who came up to camp on Saturday, spewing a bunch of madness. He, and stated, "You all believe that only black people can get into heaven." This really also responds to the brother of Benaim, one of the disciples from out of the Great Muslim Atlantic Camp. Shalom, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, Barakatah to you, Ak. Hope all is well with you, and I hope that you're doing well. So, as we go into this video, I want to make it very clear that the doctrine that Great Millstone Atlanta teaches, or Great Millstone in general teaches, is that color is not a thing the Lord looks for when it comes to salvation. Okay, salvation is not based off of how you look or what color you are, but indeed by the Spirit. All right, because only an Israelite can receive this truth, and there are plethora. If you type in "Am I a Black Hebrew Israelite" vocab alone, you will see thousands of videos, well, hundreds of videos of people who look like other nations, okay, but descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because what you have to understand is, okay, that the seed line, okay, of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, or the seed line of Israel, has it scattered abroad, okay? You know, we can go through even with Shalmaneser and Hoshea, okay, as the Syrians took over, and that being the last king of the northern kingdom, okay, our seed line has been scattered since then. All right, even if you want to go through Hiram Abiff, okay, and Solomon, and our people mingling amongst, okay, different nations then, okay. So if you go through timelines of our people's captivity, okay, literally each captivity, okay, our people were mingled amongst the heathen. Now, if you go to the book of Daniel's, which I'm going to stop talking very soon, give me a second, let me read scriptures. If you go to the book of Daniel, the second chapter, it goes into a timeline, okay, Daniel 7 as well, a timeline of the kingdoms here upon the planet Earth. And it goes from the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, okay, the Greeks, the Romans, and what we have to now, which is the 10 toes, okay, the feet, which are a conglomerate 10 toes, were also the 10 horns, okay, in Revelations, the 17th chapter. Now, what you have to understand is that means our people have been scattered for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 captivities, and they will come looking like everyone. So no, color, not all black people get saved. And then the nigga saw, okay, a brother who looks like a so-called Mexican, which are the tribe of Issachar, and had the nerve to say, "You believe in this?" Even though they say black people can only be saved. Well, of course he believes in it, because why? The Holy Spirit is on him. You see, you fucking Christians, you don't have, okay, any wisdom, knowledge, or understanding about the scripture. So you just think because you can, what's the word I'm looking for? You say all type of madness and humdilly laws and shalalalalala, talking like you're speaking in tongues, that you have the gospel, but you don't, and you're 100% wrong. So this is the book of Revelations. Start at 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations. Now, if you go to that word nation there, it goes to ethnos, a multitude, whether a man or a beast, associated or living together, a race as a same habitat, a tribe, a specific foreign, non-Jewish, one that by implication pagan, Gentile, heathen nation people. Now, what you have to understand is, Paul uses this term for Gentile Christians. Ooh, we're getting places. A tribe, nation, people group. And what is that? The human family. What is that tribe, nation, or people group that the Apostle John on the island of Patmos is seeing roughly around 91 to 92 AD? Okay. Well, he's looking at Israel. Because if you go up and you read Revelations 7 verse 1, "And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it is given to hurt the earth and the sea." Now, what is going to make the what is going to what are the angels holding back? The nuclear destruction. Okay, why? Because the Lord is having angels go through, according to Ezekiel 9, the 9 and 4 on down, okay, to literally, okay, put a seal, okay, upon the elected nation Israel, which that word seal there goes to the word thawah, okay, or exempt from judgment. So come on, continue on going, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, which the trees and the sea are talking about the people, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead. Okay, and you're sealed with what? The name, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Now continue on going, Revelation 7, verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of nation and kindred and tongue and people, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. So they were clothed with robes and they had palms in their hands. And cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation. So this people, once again, is ethnos, a tribe, nation, or people group, which would be the nation Israel. And how do we know that? Because once again, yes, the original inhabitants, okay, of Israel is so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. But, okay, once again, our people have been dispersed. And of course, the fucking thing doesn't. The King James, yes, Bible. Okay, let me get this. Jeremiah. I'm just typing bird and it should pop up. Salakia. I forgot the precept I was looking for. I believe it's Jeremiah 12 and 9. There we go. I said 9 and 14 in my mind, but I knew it wasn't right. Jeremiah 12 verse 9. My heritage is likened unto me as a speckled bird. Let's look at that word speckled. Taza bawai. Taza bawai. It looks like that. They have a hyena up there. But if you look at a speckled bird, okay, it has plenty of different colors because the Lord's people are scattered abroad and they look like every nation under the planet Earth. And we're going to grab that. We're going to get to it. It's coming, right? And the birds round about her. Sorry, the bird, when we read it, Jeremiah 12 verse 9. My heritage is likened unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Beasts of the field are about the rest of these nations. These nations are equivalent to beasts. Remember in the book of Genesis, 3rd chapter, said the serpent, or the so-called white man, okay, Esau or Edom, was more subtle than any beast of the field to the rest of the nations. Come to devour. Once again, you have also the other precept. I saw a man walking as beasts on or trees on the earth. So mainly referred to seas, trees, okay, beast, many other things. But anywho, okay, so these nations are against the speckled bird, which speckled bird is also represented in food. The nation of Israel. Okay, that was a big thing going on in the Roman Empire, where Jake was saying that they would descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they weren't accepted to the church. And you had other, fucking fat Sadducees and shit. Well, ain't no cracker coming up in probably ain't no Greek coming up in this thing, right? Why? You can see it because people actually believe that the Lord deals with color, which the Lord deals with what? The inward man. Remember, let me grab this. 1 Samuel 16, I want to say 7 maybe. There we go. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7. But the Lord Yahawah said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahawah seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord Yahawah looketh on the heart, on the mind. It looks on your mind, inner man, your soul. So it's not based off of how you look that's going to get you delivered. It's your soul. This is the book of Romans 8 verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And if children, then heirs. If heirs of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, YAHAWASHI. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. You see, so that's a heavy lot to have, to be discriminated against, not based off of your spirit, but by your skin. You see. Now, I'm not saying that color is an important thing, because color does matter, especially when it comes to historical and logical reasoning. Okay, logically, okay, the children of Israel do have color as they were in the Bible. So-called Negroes, yes, they are the tribe of Judah. Okay, that's not a hard thing to understand. Levites, yes, those are the so-called Haitians today. The Benjamites, yes, those are so-called West Indies today. Okay, the Northern Kingdom Issacharites, yes, those are so-called Mexicans. Okay, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, color does not matter when it comes down to salvation. This is the book of Isaiah 11. And it's not going to be, this is a very simple topic, once again, it's very, very simple. But I just want to, put something on wax, because this guy, he's been in my fucking mind for like the last 2-3 days. And it's like, man, this guy is really fucking stupid. And that's the only arguing point a Christian can bring to the ministry. So we believe that based off of your color or your race, you can be either saved or condemned, which that's just simply not fucking true, bro. Isaiah 11 verse 1. It says, and there shall come forth. Actually, I'm going to go up to, there we go. Okay. 10. In that day shall there be a root of Jesse. Who is Jesse? Jesse is the father of David. Okay. And Yahawashi is what? The root and offspring of David. Dawadah. Okay. Beloved. Okay. So once again, all right, that's talking about Yahawashi, which shall stand for an enzyme of the people, and it shall be glorious. Salakia, and it shall, I'm tweeting, and it shall, uh, good Lord, brain farting. Isaiah 11 verse 10. In that day, there shall, I'm talking way too fast. I got to slow it down some even more. Isaiah 11 verse 10. In that day, there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an enzyme of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek. Which Gentiles talking about? It's talking about Israelite foreigners. All right. Gawayah, Goy, which people say called Goyim, but it can also usually a non-Hebrew people, but it's also be with descendants of Israel, Goyim nations. You see, Gawayah, Goyim, right? So then, this should the heathens or the outcast of Israel seek, and his rest shall be glorious. See, 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people Israel. Sorry, of his people, which shall be left. So who's the Lord's people as well? Okay, Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. But you have Israelites look at the rest of these nations. Very important for you to add that last part, right? Which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam. And these are all, okay, places where Jacob's been dispersed. Assyria. The northern kingdom was under the Assyrian captivity, right? All right, that's not hard for us to see. So, in Assyrians, okay, all right, they took our people, man. Okay, and of course our people left, but some of them still stayed. You don't think it was every single Israelite that came over here to America? Come on now, Nira. And from Egypt, right? Well, all our people did leave Egypt, okay, but our people went back. You have what is known as Alexandria, Egypt, the Book of Alexandria, sorry, the Library of Alexandria. Okay, you have the account of what's that? Fuck, I can't think of his name in the Book of Acts. His name means literally locust, but I can't think of his name. And I believe he, it's not the dirt that he, Apollos, yeah, there we go, Salakia. Apollos, okay, he wasn't wise in the doctrine of Yahawashi and the baptism of John. Okay, so Apollos was from Alexandria, Egypt. See, so there are Israelite communities even after our first deliverance from Egypt, right? Which we're living in modern day Egypt, which would be Babylon the Great, aka America, right? So even then, you also have what is known as the Septuagint. So showing you that Jake was over there. Okay, look up the Septuagint. And Pathros, look at that word, Pathros, region of the south, a part of Egypt. Okay, so there you go. Okay, all right, I was wondering that, just in my mind. What is this here? Okay, Slaki. It says, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the Isles of the Sea. So Cush would be a Hamite. Okay, so our people come looking like Hamites. Remember, our people fled into what? The west coast of Africa. And from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the Isles of the Sea. Shinar is Mesopotamia, right, or Iraq. Elam is talking about what, Sumer, Babylon. So it writes of Persia. Okay, so the land of Elam, which would be Elam, is so-called Indians today. Okay, sure, Elam, I Yalam, which means eternity. I can always prayer. I get the second or third last word. Ilum, Ila, Ila, Ilum, Yum forever, right? And from the Isles of the Sea. So many different islands. A Hamath, Kamath, forest, a proper city, a prosperous city of Upper Syria. Okay, so once again, the Lord is going to deliver us from all these nations because why we have been scattered. And he shall set up an ensign for the nation. He shall assemble the outcast of Israel. Psh, come on, bro. And gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Are you fucking serious? So, no, not all black people are going to get saved, okay? And the Lord's not going to come and save all black people. The Lord doesn't care about fucking the color black. The Lord cares about your seed line, the seed line of your father, according to the book of Numbers 1, verse 18. But with that, I want to say Shalom and call halal. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And Lord willing, this video was edifying and which we enjoyed it. Shalom, shalom, shalom.